EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Now it's 2nd and 9. Herbert now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Powerful running. Now room for Eckler. And some space here. And down to the 29-yard line. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique. Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flushed out right. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score, Chargers 7, Broncos 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Looking to throw. Booth. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Booth. They'll roll him out right. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Steps away to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. They'll run left with Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run with Pollard. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Jump, 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 jump. Mike 3.
Now a give here to Pollard. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Back deep, Deontay Harris. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
On first down, Kaepernick. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Now McManus for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Thomas. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. He's airing it out for Williams. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
91.
On second down, Pollard. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now Pollard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Now the gadget play here on 4th down. Winds up backfiring. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
Here we go.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a 1st down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. You think about the strong safety position. They're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. He's got his tight end fan. Oh, some strong running. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
To throw, Kaepernick. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Thomas. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Thomas. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Thomas. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the left.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Swinging this out for Pollard. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Desmond King making the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Pass incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Monday. Mike 4. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
To throw is Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
This is the tight end fan. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Pollard.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. Switch.
Williams.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
Last stop.
and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. They started on the ground with Eckler. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Herbert.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick. So with that neat 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Denver, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.